Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is TheAlmightyGeoff, and we're here with episode 148 of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. In the previous episode, we finished up the final quest in Windhelm, which was repairing the file and cleared up the remaining miscellaneous quests and citizens of Windhelm to speak to and all that stuff. We came to Solitude to hand in the final quest, which is to deliver a book to Gerard Germain. And we started speaking to some of the citizens. Now, there's a couple of them that are not giving me quests that they should have for some reason. I don't know why that is. Maybe you can activate us after a certain time or doing a certain mission. But anyway, Greta's walking by. So
I'm not interested.
Who was your brother?
Rogvir. He opened a gate and they executed him for it. He opened a gate and the wrong man rode out of it. If that man hadn't been Ulfric's Stormcloak, if Ulfric hadn't killed High King Torrig. But it was Ulfric, and he did kill the High King in honorable combat. My brother refused to allow the Imperials to take revenge for the deed. So now he's dead.
Sounds like your brother was a traitor.
You didn't know Rogvir, and you have no idea what it means to be a Nord of Skyrim. He did the honorable thing, even when he knew it would cost him everything. My brother was the best man in Solitude.
Yeah.
I'm in mourning. Can't you see that?
Hi, Safari asked me to talk to you.
She did she? She's gonna get a sit-down later.
She wants you to return to Temple.
Well, I wish it were that simple. Maybe it is. Look, I want to go back, but I won't feel right in there without a tie to Talos. My brother Rogvir wore a symbol of Talos. He kept it hidden on his person. If I had that, I can't go near his body. Would you get it back for me?
I'll do what I can.
Thanks.
Okay.
I should make sure Safari's okay.
Don't go attacking your children or anything. Okay, so we spoke to the blacksmith, so now we have, I think these are all just soldiers, so it's not meaning much. Let's actually go into the castle door, because for one we need to talk to Captain Aldis about Angeline's daughter, whatever. Oh, hello. Ernska Ironhand.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested.
I'd like to forgive Octave's debts.
Debts are debts. Either he pays them, or his kind do.
He's an old man, let it go.
Fine. You sound like a priest of Mara, but I get your point. Tell him to forget about the gold. When I was a young rascal...
Okay, you don't have anything to say, that's fine. Where's Captain Aldis gone? Is he not in here? Alright, well, seeing as we're officially in Solitude now, we might as well join up.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire,
I don't know how far we'll be able to get into the Civil War, because obviously we can't finish it because of the fact that there's a truce. Because we did season unending. It's the dungeon. I don't really want to go down there just yet. Check that out in a bit.
making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop it. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like...
Hang on. If this is what I'm doing today, let it be the thumbnail.
it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Right, he's an Imperial, I think, or...
Sir.
Speak with Legate Rikke. She will determine if you are Legion material.
How goes the war?
We need to stem the flow of silver to the rebellion. Until we retake the Reach, the Stormcloaks will plunder its mines to fund further violence.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Controlling the Pale gives Ulfric a port town and takes the pressure off of Windhelm. But it's only a matter of time before it's back in our hands.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll sort it all out. What will it take to win the war?
Ulfric's Stormcloak's head rolling away from his lifeless body. Ulfric will want to take Whiterun from us, but we will hold fast. We can't give the rebellion free rein through the center of Skyrim.
What's the Imperial Legion doing in Skyrim?
The Legion's always been here. Without us to keep order, the provinces would fall into barbarism and lawlessness. Especially Skyrim. Take, for example, Ulfric Stormcloak and his little rebellion. But rest assured, his days are numbered. Taking control of the Rift was a great victory, Ulfric must be rather nervous with us so close to his doorstep. Hjalmarch is an important buffer zone between the rebel forces and the capital. Ulfric will try to break through at some point.
Okay, have you always lived in Skyrim?
I'm originally from Cyrodiil, sent here at the request of the Emperor himself. I'm often ordered to places with problems that need fixing. Now, while I'm certain this is all terribly interesting to you, I have important matters to attend to. By holding on to Falkreath, we control access to the Reach, Whiterun, and the Rift. Ulfric will try for it soon. We'll be there to stop him. There's not much up there, but if we can regain Winterhold, our proximity to Windhelm should keep Ulfric wary and wasting troops garrisoned at home.
Okay.
We need to stem the flow of Hjalmarch.
Is there anything else?
Taking control of
I'm sure there are other
Ulfric
regions he's
would
not
want to
spoke
do.
about.
There's not much up there.
No, I guess not.
We can regain Winterhold.
Legate
Our
Rikke.
proximity to
Are you ready
Windhelm
to
should
test
keep
yourself at
Ulfric
Fort
wary and
Hrogstad?
wasting troops garrisoned.
What's at Fort Hrogstad?
The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hrogstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in.
Consider that fort already yours.
Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier.
Go on,
Right.
get out of here.
What's the matter, soldier? I gave you an order. I want that fort, and I want it now. Move it!
Excuse me, I'm joining your team, eh? I don't quite like your tone.
Keep your guard up.
Sir.
How does one join the Imperial Legion?
Think you've got the medal, huh? Honestly, the Legion can use all the able bodies it can muster. We have our hands full. A dead king, a rebellion, and now dragons.
Sir.
Skyrim's a mess.
You're not bloody kidding.
Serious. You're in the right place. Our headquarters is in Castle Dower. Here you'll find General Tullius, commanding our forces in Skyrim. But talk to Legate Rikke. She handles the local recruiting.
Thank you. That's what I said. I said I said it first. What's through here? This is just beds and stuff. Right, I want to make sure that we've completely checked out this place. Spoke to everybody. What about Captain Eldiswed? He's usually in the courtyard or in the castle dower. He appears to be neither, unless he's gone for a stroll or something. Oh, I'll go back up to Solitude. Oops. Alright, I want to check out the dungeons first. I think that's just where everyone gets arrested is put, but, you know, seeing as we're down here, I might as well check it out. Check it out. Alright, yeah, this place is all cleared out. Look into the dungeons. Right, so we've cleared like one of the oldest miscellaneous tasks we've had in our inventory. Actually, was it the original one? Is it not still allowing me to join the Stormcloaks? That's weird. I thought it usually fails it, unless that only happens when you actually finish the quest. Because you can, I think you can still change your mind if you want to. I think the latest you can change your mind is after the second mission. Oh, Jesus. It's no good. Hello.
You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve.
What's this problem you have?
I may have accidentally let a prisoner escape, the leader of one of those bandit groups. I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down and make sure he doesn't show up to disprove that.
I'll do it.
Good. I'll have a sack of coin waiting for you when you get back.
When's your next execution?
Ain't got one, but I'd fancy a chance at that Jari Ra's scrawny neck. Filthy Argonia never would have set foot in this city if High King Torygg was still alive. I can tell you that.
Oh, I mean, you did offer
Remember, I need that bandit dead, not alive.
you did offer to
Mind
take
yourself
down
and my
someone.
city friend. This here acts
To
in full swing
hijack a
of
ship
right
as
terrible
the
sight.
ship is still at its supplies. Even though that's exactly what we're gonna do, but you know.
I'm the headsman here in Solitude. It's my job.
They keep you busy?
Depends on what you mean by busy. I'm also the head jailer in the dungeon here. Quiet job, usually.
Okay.
Keep your head about you.
Will do. Hello.
A change has swept into Solitude, like a breeze off the ocean. The Thieves Guild has come.
Yeah, that was also me. I've been doing a lot of things that are causing issues, but yeah, whatever. Okay, a new one down here.
You won't get anything out of me, you filthy sons of workers.
That's a bit rude. Unnecessary. Hello?
I stand with the Stormcloaks. You Imperial dogs will never break my will. Never!
Okay. Don't there's anything we can say to her. She's well behind bars. Not that there's anything much we can talk about anyway, other than me defeating her stupid little Stormcloak army. Bunch of racists. Right, let's get out of here. Alright, cool. So now we are semi-officially a member of the Imperial Legion. Obviously, we've still got to prove our mettle. Oh, there's Aldous. Bloody hell, where were you hiding? Are you with the Legion?
That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the General for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work.
If I find a copy, I'll bring it to you.
Good on you.
How goes the training?
Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle ready.
Even if that battle is with a dragon?
You are the Dragonborn, aren't you? I'm sort of hoping you are going to fight the dragons for us. A normal man is no match for a dragon.
You're the one presiding over the execution.
Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man.
So you think what he did was right?
No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. Not my finest hour.
How could you execute an honorable man?
Sometimes you just do what needs to be done. You don't have to hate a man to kill him. Though, admittedly, it helps.
True. Captain, Angeline sent me to ask about her daughter.
Generally, posting information is need to know only.
I think Angeline needs to know.
I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun Legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told. Waiting.
For what?
My men in your
Oh, the book. Yeah, of course. It's you don't need to be rude about it. Okay, so we'll get that. Temple of the Divines. Alright, so this'll be interesting. Ooh. Hello.
You must be one of those wizards from the college in Winterhold.
What do the shrines do?
Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines.
One of the alcoves up front is empty.
Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago.
What's the White Gold Concordat?
It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god. No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so.
Okay.
The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the age.
So,
Blessings to you. The divines are listening.
this must be where Talos once was. I assume that if you win the war for the Stormcloaks, that gets reinstated. You know, it makes sense, wouldn't it? Okay. What's this? Quest key. Ah, that goes into a quest we will be doing around here shortly. I know precisely which that one it is. I actually already have it ready to start up. It's just about getting to it. There's quite a lot of side quests to do in Solitude, of course. So, okay. Right, I think that's everything. I'm not sure if there are any other places. We can check up the upstairs. See if there's out. Thalmor headquarters. Is there anyone about? Are they all around being douchebags somewhere? Because that's what the Thalmor are. Absolute kings of doucheland. Doucheson. No, there's nobody here. Don't know if that just means they're patrolling or what. Okay, right, so we covered that. Let's go around this way. Methinks. It's back to Castle Doer. The door to Castle Doer. Okay, what's this round here? Or is this just a tower? Yeah, it is. Ah, well, at least we can hand this quest into Octave.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes.
Ernskar agreed to forgive your debt.
You've done a fine thing for me. You know, I used to be quite a warrior in my day. Let me show you a thing or two. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family. Divine's blessing.
Okay, cool.
If you ever want to replace
Need
those
something?
old rags, stop by Radiant Wing.
Alright, let's go tell Angeline the sad news. Okay, now on my face.
It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun, would you? Ah, welcome to Angela's Aromatics. Can I help you with some herbal needs?
I have some news about your daughter.
You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say?
Angeline, Mrs. Morad, your daughter is dead.
I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service. I hope your parents are proud of you.
Okay, so I
They
got
have a
no
lot of
profit from it whatsoever, but you know, not really a situation where that sort of thing happens. I get.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of
Okay.
adventures.
Yes, plenty. Everyone's gone from the market, haven't they? Yeah. Alright, let's head into the inner depths.
Yes?
Yes. Hello. How can I help you? Oh, Dervenin.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
What do you need?
My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help?
How can I find your master?
Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No, no. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
Why don't you leave him, master?
Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos.
How can I get to your master?
He stays in the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. The doors are locked, and only Falk Firebeard can grant entry. But I hear the maids, Una and Erdi, know how to enter it for cleaning. Surely they can help for such an important matter.
Why do you need him back?
Without his guidance, our homeland is falling apart. North wages war against South. The holy flame flickers and dies. We need his return. Oh, but I'm sure he'll repay you when he comes to his senses. His favor is a powerful, powerful thing, and so very worth any inconveniences.
Who is your master?
He is a great man, but one rarely praised. He rules twin empires that span the length and breadth of our minds. All know him, but few can name him. But he has forbidden me from saying his name. He says it distracts him, and woe to those who draw his ire. But you will know him when you see him. He's the one who made me like this.
Okay.
All right then.
I was thinking maybe he didn't even have eyes then, but they're just incredibly small. Oh, incredibly dark. Okay, so that starts up the Mind of Madness, which is the Daedric quest of this area, and frankly one of the greatest quests in Skyrim. I think probably my favourite. It's just so crazy. I love it. Alright, Hall of the Dead. Is there anyone here? There's usually a priest I can talk to. Don't know if he'll be home. It should be. It's late. But so let's go to the catacombs. Yeah, we'll not bother down there just yet, I don't think. Oh, there you are, of course, in the bloody room. Stir.
Hello, my child. Arke, watch over you.
How long have you tended the Hall of the Dead?
All my life. I practically grew up in the hall. My father and mother were the priest and priestess of Arke before me, you see. I believe I was put here to protect this place from the darkness that pervades Solitude.
What darkness pervades Solitude?
This city has a long history of madness and murder. The Wolf Queen, Pelagius, the death of High King Toric, and now public executions. My books tell the stories, have no doubt. As pretty as its streets are, as jovial as the bards may be, darkness is drawn to Solitude.
Is the man who was executed buried here?
You mean Rogvir? Yes, I made an appeal to Captain Aldous. He allowed Rogvir to have a proper Nord burial, as is the custom in Solitude.
Okay.
May Arke bless you with a long life.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, yeah, we'll actually probably to the catacombs because we need to see Rogvir and retrieve it off Rogvir. So why is it not? It's definitely in the catacombs. I know that for a fact, so... See, yeah, now it's showing up, unless it's at the main entrance. Hey, a skeleton! Not seen one of these in a while. And I wish they'd stay that way. I'm not going to take anything because it's regarded stealing. I'm sorry. What were you saying? Okay. It's almost like well, this is like a bit like the Hall of the Dead in Whiterun, isn't it? Well, the catacombs in Whiterun. You know, it's almost like it's its own dungeon of sorts, like incredibly small, like, but. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm just making sure there's no other coffins or anything or any. Like, no one else has died, have they? Hang on. Eva San. She's alive, we spoke to her. Might have been another one of those glitches with the Dawn Guard thing. So we got Rogvir, so I'll take his amulet of Talos, give that back to Greta. Is there anyone else? That's probably why I couldn't start a quest actually, now that I think about it. Alright, so I'm gonna have to find another way of starting that up. I had to do the same with was it Halevi Cruelty? I think I killed her as part of the Dawn Guard thing and then resurrected her and what's it? Ah, oh, she's in there, isn't she? Okay. was wondering that. I thought it was pointing back towards the Hall of the Dead. But yeah, so I had to like force start the quest, and I did that on my own time.
Plenty of fresh fish for you.
Okay, Greta.
I'm not looking for conversation.
I've got the amulet.
Thanks so much. I'll return to temple. Here's something for your time and effort. I should make sure Safari's okay.
I'm sure Savari is fine. Yeah, this is definitely a place that I've planted things several times as due to the Thieves Guild quests. So, yeah. Okay. I know we've been mostly starting up quests and not really finishing any, but because there's obviously so many. Of course, we've already Thane and owned the property in Solitude, if you didn't already know. And I think we've completed most quests inside the actual court. At least we've done all the ones for Elisif. Because we needed to get in here to grab one of the Stones of Berendia. Right, that's just that dude. Right, so let's go to the Bards College. It starts at the main quest here. There's only one main quest and a couple of radiant ones. Okay, let's start the peeps in here. Viamo.
Welcome to Solitude, home of the arts here in Skyrim.
What do you know about dragons?
Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested.
Has the war affected your college much?
Not much. But as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times. But the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era.
I'm looking to apply to the college.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
What do you need me to do?
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago.
That's where I come in?
Yes. According to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
Why did Elisif forbid the festival?
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Toric, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof.
So what is the Poetic Edda?
I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
Okay.
I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Yeah, so that is the only main quest attached to this place, which is why I don't really consider it a guild like the Companions, College, Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, and Imperial or Stormcloak thing.
What do you need, my friend?
Yeah, I've already done our quest, haven't we? So that's fine.
I'm dean of loot at the Bard's College, and no, I don't give private lessons.
I found Finn's loot.
What? You did? Oh, sweet divines, you did. There is no way I can pay you what this loot is worth, but I can teach you a few tricks I've learned over the years. Glad that distraction's over. Well, look at you. If only
Okay, so yes, obviously we've already done two of the quests where it misses sort of the dialogue about what's important about it, unfortunately, but it's bound to happen. If you explore a lot, then you're very likely to you know, pick up things in chests and you can't like get rid of them. You've got to hand them in. Then Viamo said you could tell me about the Poetic Edda.
Sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time.
So King Olaf's verse is a lost part of the Edda?
And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svaknir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself.
Okay.
Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Right, let's just check there's no one else to speak to around here.
Meals are served to bards at designated times. Find an inn if you want to make requests.
Okay. Salty. So because it's Solitude. Ataf.
You're new here, right? Welcome to the Bard's College. Lady Atia says my voice is second
I
only
wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops to victory.
You seem proud to be a bard.
And why wouldn't I be? We sing tales of kings, queens, and their politics, 'tis true. But do you know who really makes history? The person who writes it.
Okay.
Farewell, stranger.
Farewell. Farewell indeed. Okay, yeah, we're definitely done here, aren't we? Alright, let's head out. So we started plenty of quests today, we've got plenty to work with. I think we'll take a break from speaking to people and get cracking on some of those quests, you know, because it can get a bit boring, I understand, just doing mission after mission, talking to everybody. Yeah. Alright, very good, so let's make a save there. Alright, so in the next episode, of course, we will start working on some of those other quests and see where that leads us. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also be sure to share the video. See you guys in episode 149. Bye, guys.